Alright, here we go. Top 5 worst looking zombies. Hopefully, that dislike button isn't going to be clicked as much this week as it was last week.
No, I won't stop.
So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 worst looking zombies. Now, I have nothing wrong with people clicking the dislike button. I honestly have no issues with that. We got over 170 dislikes on last week's top 5 worst plants video, but we almost got 600 likes, which is showing that you guys are still really interactive in this top 5 series and you're really enjoying the videos. Now, a lot of those dislikes were because they didn't agree with the top 5 list. A lot of those plants they thought looked cool, or they was their favourite plants, which is totally understandable. But obviously, I know that when I'm doing a top 5 worst plants or zombies, it's going to get a lot of controversy, especially for those who like those characters. So I'm guessing this one is just going to be as bad on the dislikes to like ratio. Hopefully, I'm going to get this list a little bit better in favour of what you guys like to see. So let me know in the comments down below your top 5 worst looking zombies, but keep in mind, this is my opinion, and this is just overall what I think of how these zombies look. So anyway, let's get straight in with today's video. So once again, this was a very hard top 5 to make. I'm sorry if one of your favourite characters is in this list, but this is just my personal opinion. So at number 5, we have the Welder. Now, this character is an amazing character to play as, but as far as aesthetics go and how this character looks, he's not the best, is he? I mean, he's got a welding mask on, and he's got like a flame on the end of his weapon, but apart from that, there's not really anything special about it. He's got like a gas tank on his back, but he's just kind of red. He's got nothing really cool about this character. All that I think that looks really good about this character is the flame that he has on his weapon and his mask with that cool little funny smile that he's got. So not really much else to say about this. He is only wearing one shoe, and you can see the butt crack on this engineer. He's got that going for him. Some engineers don't have the butt crack on show like the electrician, but at least the welder's still got the butt crack showing. So at number 5 we have the Welder. At number 4 we have the Sky Trooper. Not a huge fan of how this character looks either. Like, I don't even know what's special about this character that relates to how this character looks. Like, he's got a different kind of rocket on his back, which I mean is kind of like the sky, so it is kind of like a rocket, whereas some of the other ones just seem to be like a rocket launcher. This one does seem to be more like a rocket, and he's got kind of like a helmet on that's used for like stunt jumps and stuff like that, but still not a huge fan of this character. He's like got a green jacket on, or overalls or something like that. His weapon isn't too special either, so not a huge fan of how this character looks either, but I do love this character when you do play multiplayer. He's very powerful up close, but as far as how he looks, not a huge fan. So at number 4 we have the Sky Trooper. At number 3 we have the General Supremo. This guy has been in wars before. He's got the uniform for it. Of course, he is a general, so he knows everything about wars and things like that. He's got a hat on with some with 5 different gold stars. But overall, not a huge fan of how this character looks. His weapon, I don't think looks as good as the rest of the foot soldiers. I guess it's in the shape of a star. That's the only thing I could give it. And on his back, he's got a cannon, which is probably the least best looking ZPG that there is for the foot soldiers. I think even the Camo Ranger's got something better than him as well. Yeah, he's got like the normal ZPG with some flowers coming out of it. So I don't think this character looks very good. It's probably the worst looking foot soldier in my opinion, but hey, that's my opinion. Sorry if that offends anyone who likes the General Supremo. I've nothing against how he plays. The only downside to this character is you can't jump while hip firing. That's my only downside to this character, but as far as looks go, he's probably my least favourite foot soldier. So at number 3 we have General Supremo. Now we get onto the very boring looking characters. So at number 2 we have the Hockey Star. Now the reason why he's at number 2, and I'll get into details why this other All-Star is at number 1, is just because of his hat. I mean, like, as far as most things go about All-Stars, there isn't many visuals that makes it look any different. I mean, at least with like the tennis star, you do get some different uniform, and you get the crazy hairdo. With the motocross star, you get like a biker's helmet as well, and at some other all-stars you do get some cool stuff. Like the golf star has got a typical golf hat, the wrestling star's got some cool wrestling armor with spikes on as well. But as far as like the hockey star goes, he's just got kind of like a plain hat. I mean, his weapon has like the stinky effect coming off it, which isn't actually toxic, by the way, just throwing that out there. But as far as like the stinky effect goes, that's all it's got, and most of the All-Star looks the same. Like, there isn't really anything that makes this All-Star stand out from the other All-Stars, so that's why the hockey star is at number 2. And at number 1 we have the rugby star. This character, the reason why he's at number 1, which I was going to mention, is just because of his hat. It's brown and looks disgusting. At least with the hockey star, he had a red hat, which was kind of a little bit bright and vibrant. The rugby star just has like some brown, disgusting hat, and it just doesn't look very nice. As far as the uniform goes, not too much difference between any of the other All-Stars, and there's just not really a lot of variety between this character and the other All-Stars. He's got an ugly hat, and his weapon looks a little different as well. But apart from that, not really too much going for the rugby star. I mean, personally, I think the least best visual characters class in the game is the All-Star. I think there's the least amount of effort put into them as far as like visuals go. But I mean, that's because they're like a sport, they're an All-Star. It's hard to actually visualize these characters, especially with how they work. But I definitely think that the rugby star is probably the most disgusting one looking out of them all. So hopefully guys did enjoy this top 5 worst looking zombies. Hopefully it's a little bit better to what the plants one was. And if you do agree with this top 5, let me know in the comments down below. If there's any that you disagree with, I'd like to know your opinions of why you like those characters, but also which ones you think are worse looking. So, thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.